Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat, and I'm here for you. I am here for you, hopefully to cheer you up and give you those keys to the door. Say it with me. That will unlock your happiness. And that's my goal, to help you find your happiness and your true purpose, and to tap into that energy that we all have deep inside of us. Hey, if this is your first time here, welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. I really am. I'm glad you found the show. Don't know what you searched for, but there's a reason you're here, and maybe we could figure that out together. Let me know how you found the show. Hit me up on the text line, 304-506-3332. Tell me how you found the show, and if you like it so far. All you longtime listeners that have been listening for years, I really appreciate all the input and all the ideas and all the stuff that you tell me through the text line and emails. And I always get my best suggestions from you. Like Rob decided that I should have a 2-book set instead of just selling 1 book at a time. And I have to say, you're brilliant. So that's available on the website. What? Did I not mention my book? How about that? I usually always mention that right off the bat. The first book, The Positive Perspective, is doing very well. If you don't have it yet, you should. The new one is Awaken Your Positivity. It's available now on Amazon. Grab it while you can. And if you want to save a few dollars and not pay big tech their markup, you can go to my website, bepositivepodcast.com, and get it from me. You get it right there on the website. You can also get a personalized copy. You can get 2 personalized copies. One of each copy. One of each book. Whatever you like. Okay, let me see. Do I have any shout-outs? No shout-outs, no nothing. This is kind of, I'm kind of wigging this show. I wasn't going to do one tonight. Just chilling out and relaxing. And I said, you know what? This is on my mind. This kind of stuff, I get in these moods, and I just figured, you know what? Why not talk about it? It's not all about positivity today. The name of this show, you ready for this? Ancient Aliens, Tesla, and Tech They Didn't Teach Us in School. Yeah, that's one of the longest titles I've ever had. But I actually put a little bit of time into this, and I wanted to just get this stuff off my chest and get your input and what you think about it. What do you think? Don't worry, it's all positive stuff. It's okay, but I just want to get into a couple things that I think about a lot, and maybe you are too. I mean, when you look at the world around us, and I'm not talking about what's going on, but I'm talking about like, the Great Pyramids of Giza, or the Stonehenge, or Pomopuku, however you say that. And you look back at this stuff and you, how did they make these, and what was it for? All this ancient stuff, ancient civilizations, what were they for? And how did they do it? And were they really primitive? I mean, you ever look at those ruins and think, wait a second, how did they do that? They didn't have forklifts or lasers. They didn't even have duct tape. But, like, you think about this. I'm a big pyramid fanatic. I've always have been. I know there's power with the pyramids. I've experienced it myself. Not the actual pyramids, but there's a story that maybe I'll tell another time about making a pyramid and fixing a watch, but we'll go into that another time. But you think about the Great Pyramid. Now, no, it's built with stones that weigh up to 80 tons apiece. And it's all perfectly aligned. Everything, it's somehow, it was built, how did they do it? With chisels and little hammers, wooden hammers? Come on, how could they do that? There's got to be something other than human interaction that built these phenomenal structures. And we can't explain how they were built. We don't know how old some of the things are. Some of those monoliths are built with crystals, and they generate energy, and we can't explain it. And it's like, you just think about it. And then things like what's it called? Punku, I think it is. It's in Bolivia, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. These are these big, gigantic stones. Lots of them are shaped like H's. And they're cut with the precision that is better than we could do today still. We can't machine some of the stuff that you find. Some of these tombs that are hundreds of tons, and they're perfect right angles made out of granite and polished, and the edges are so sharp you can cut your fingers. How did that happen? How did they do that? What was it all for? And you start thinking, okay, we're not the smartest generation, I'd say, or iteration of humans on the planet that have ever been here. And who has been here before us? So then I start to go to, me, to the alien possibility. Now, don't turn it off. I'm not freaking out here, but almost every ancient civilization depicts stories or paintings or carvings, cave carvings of gods or beings coming down from the sky. What the hell is that? From thousands of years ago. The Sumerians, they called them the Anunnaki, and it's just it's mind-boggling when you actually try to think about it, and there's just so many things that are on this planet that we can't explain, and I think a lot of the history that would explain it has been taken away or destroyed because, like with Nikola Tesla and free energy, and then big tech, big brother couldn't make all the money off the people. So I don't think we're sent here to work and pay to live anyway. So that's a whole nother podcast right there, But think about like those lines in Peru, massive, gigantic animals and geometric shapes that you can only see from the sky. Why is that? And how did they do that? How did they do it with such precision so many thousands of years ago? It makes you think, doesn't it? So what if we were visited by advanced beings in the past? Would it be so bad? And do you think that they've molded the human race to give us the knowledge, the tools? Do you think that they are the creators of everything? Who knows? But then I jotted down a couple of topics, and another one that comes to mind is like the geniuses back in the day, like Nikola Tesla and Einstein, and all these people that came up with stuff that was so bizarre that they called them crazy. They called Nikola Tesla the mad scientist, the original mad scientist. But he figured out electricity, AC electricity, radio technology, remote control, and it's over 700, I think it's over 700 inventions, like the helicopter, the guided missile, the submarine, all these things, wireless transmission of power, all these things. I mean, there's that big tower that he built, and I think the story is he walked 4 miles away from this generation plant or whatever he built, and put light bulbs into the ground and hit the power switch and lit light bulbs up to 4 miles away without wires through the energy in the universe. That's crazy. And if you think it's not true, how do you charge your phone now? You just, with the magnetic thing, boom, you put it on there. It's the transmission of electric with no wires, no contact. It's just a magnet that holds it there. So that technology is there, and it kind of makes me think. And Nikola Tesla said, this is an exact quote. He said, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration." Now, that makes you think. When we talk about this superior being, and not superior being, infinite intelligence, and the superior intelligence that's a universal energy that we all are part of, but we have forgotten how to connect to it. And it's time to actually open up the what do they call it? The third eye, the pineal gland, all that stuff that we talk about. It's time to really just free your mind and become part of that wireless energy that is all around us. It's there. We talk about energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes form, and everything is made up of energy, every single thing. So of course we should be able to connect to it and understand it and be part of it, right? So what if the energy has always been there for all time? And wouldn't you think that people that were here before us could tap into it too. Maybe they were more open-minded to it, and they could actually harness the energy of the earth and of the universe. What if the pyramids aren't tombs at all, but they're just big energy amplifiers? Researchers, they believe that the Great Pyramids resonate at frequencies similar to the Earth's natural Schumann resonance, like tuning forks for the planet. Yes, I am reading that part right there. But what were they powering? What all these monoliths and things from the past and pyramids, what were they actually powering? I don't know how they generated power or where it came from. We don't understand it. We can't even understand how they were built, let alone what their purpose was. So when you start thinking about your existence here right now, it makes you think, why am I here at this point in time right now? And what does all this that I'm talking about have to be with being positive? Right? Because being positive, it's not just about being happy and joyful and sharing it. It's about being open to new ideas. Asking big questions and unanswered questions and actually trying to understand more about the universe. And accept the fact that you don't know everything. We don't know everything. And our past is our past, and we are still learning about the ancient civilizations. We're rediscovering right now what they already knew, apparently, it seems like, doesn't it? But isn't that worth contemplating and thinking about? I think about that, and this show was just about me just talking about that kind of stuff, wondering, when I look at these things, these ancient artifacts and these old little models that look like planes from 5,000 years ago, or the people that are carved into rocks that look like astronauts. What the hell? How many times have we done this on this planet? Makes you wonder, right? Makes you question everything you've been taught. And for me, it makes me look up at the sky a little bit longer at night. And I go out there and I just look. And, lately I've been really thinking about how small we are in the universe. And we meaning the planet and human life. How small this giant blue ball in the universe, how actually small it is in comparison to all the galaxies in the universe. Yeah, perfect time. The music, you couldn't have timed that better, right? So, even though we are minuscule in the physical concept of things of the universe that we actually visualize ourselves, we are huge because we are part of the cosmic energy. We are all one. We all go back to one. We're all the same energy. And that's why I can't understand why people fight and argue. And, the physical part of our existence right now that we chose to have is making these decisions and creating this life that we have. You're creating your life. I'm creating mine. And that's why we came here, to do that. Now, good, bad, or indifferent, that's the life you created. And some people can blame it on other people. They try to blame it on everything else, but not accepting responsibility. But when you do, and you go, well, this is my life, I created it, this is the way it is, I don't like it, I'm going to change it. And if I don't change it, it's going to be the same. So if it stays the same and I decide not to change it, why the hell am I complaining about it? Since I made the choice to be this way. And when you accept how you are, and maybe you're content with your life the way it is, that's great. That's what it's about. I love my life. There's a few things I might want to change. I haven't yet. I think about it. But when you step back and think about the ancient aliens, so to speak, and Tesla, And all the tech and all the things and all the ancient civilizations that came before us and what the possibilities of that was, and wondering where they all went. That's another whole show in itself right there. But just enjoy this existence that we have now, this meat suit ride that you're in, and make the best of every waking moment that you can, and don't live to work. Experience life. Working 8 hours a day in a job you hate, sleeping 8 hours a day, and then the only time that we have because of this system, we have a small window of time per day that you can spend with the people you love. And there comes a point in time when that becomes more important than anything. For me, that time is now. So, I say to you, spend time with the people you love. Examine those thoughts of the things I talked about in this show. Think about that. It'll make you think. Don't get too crazy about it. But just realize that there's more to us than this meat suit. There's a past. There's a future. And all that, to wrap this up, is irrelevant because time doesn't exist. Boom! That's the mic drop statement of the show. All right. I'm getting a little crazy, but I kind of believe everything I said, so. I just want to open your mind to different ideas, and that's what this show is all about. And just to maybe step outside of reality a little bit, of that physical reality, and get into the brain psychological part of it, to where the part that we actually really do control, right? Okay, all right, that's it. I'm really going to wrap it up this time. I want to remind you about the new book, Awaken Your Positivity. Please grab a copy from my website, bepositivepodcast.com. Click on the shop button and you can get your choice of books there. There's 2 books out now, and I'm already working on the 3rd one, so you better get them so you can read them and stay on top of things. There's other goodies there, pins and buttons and coolie cups and hats and shirts and all that good stuff. So grab a copy, share the positivity. Got the shirt contest. Don't forget about it. If you've got a design or a phrase that you think would look good on a shirt, maybe you just have a good phrase and you don't want to design it, but you have a phrase that you think I could design something and put it on a shirt. Send that to me. You can email it or the text line 304-506-3332. I'm hoping to do another live show, probably do like one of those a year now. And this one I'm working on having it so you can actually call in while I'm on the show, and we could talk live on the air and just see what happens. I know I'm opening myself up for a whole can of worms, but we'll see. See if you guys are up to a live broadcast. And I'll do it a little earlier than when I record this show, because I usually record this show around 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'll have to do it when normal people are awake, so we'll see what I can do. That's the show. Think about our ancient alien ancestors and ancient civilizations and all that stuff, and laugh at it or really think about it. It's up to you. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.